Hey, what's up everybody? You're watching Vec. It's officially winter and we have a brand new car. No, it's not the one I'm driving, the McLaren 600 LT. It's in fact a brand new Chevy. It's actually the second Chevy we're gonna be getting this series, so let's check that out. So I already did all the heavy lifting and grabbed the 1990 Chevy Camaro IROC-Z. Now I've actually seen one of these in a real life. A friend of mine used to have one. I'm not even sure if he actually still has it, but this thing was so fun to ride in. There was a lot of power behind it and it was so loud. So let's check out the stats that it has in Forza Horizon 4. So far we're looking at 245 horsepower, 345 foot-pounds of torque, 3,627 pounds. That's almost 2 tons. That's almost 400 pounds less than 2 tons, so it is a heavy boy. And most of the weight is on the front at 59%. Displacement, we're looking at 5.2 liters, which is most definitely coming out of a V8. So let's get into this thing. Now, I don't think it's going to do that well in the winter, especially not tuned or anything. It's already sliding. So let's go try it out in an actual race. I think what I'm going to do is give it the best chance it has and actually make a custom race to do it in the summer, so there's not going to be any other environmental things hindering it in any way. So if you don't know what IROC stands for, that stands for the International Race of Champions. Also, the last time we saw a Camaro like this was in 1990, so this is officially the last Camaro to be made before we got the kind of sea bass or like catfish looking thing. And that's honestly the last time I even liked the Camaro. Like after that catfish looking thing, I was just like, no. No, you messed up the Camaro, sorry. So let's do this Lake District Sprint and make it for the summer just to give it a good chance to impress us. Okay, we are in summer, we're not in winter, so let's see how this thing takes off. A lot of power to the back wheels. It is rear wheel drive. I didn't think 245 would spin the wheels that much. Well, let's see how the acceleration is. Kind of slow. I was a teen when my friend had this car and it felt a lot more powerful than it is. Probably because I was actually inside the car. But yeah, so far it's kind of like a regular car. It doesn't really feel all that special, especially since it is an IROC-Z. I kind of expected a little bit more. And especially with it being C-Class, again, I'm actually kind of confused why it's C-Class. I don't know if that's just like a difference. I'm gonna have to go back to Forza Motorsport 7 or Horizon 3 just to check out how it is in those games. But I remember it having a little bit more power in this. We are gonna customize it. We are gonna check out what engine swaps we can do. Most likely, I am going to keep it with a V8 if I can. Maybe a racing V8. I think that would be amazing just to keep it, you know, a little bit with the American spirit. A little bit of sliding right there. We're not going any faster. We're definitely not going any faster than about 120, if that. So we're going to have to fix this. We are winning, but I think we're gonna have to do a bit of work for this. Okay, we are here in our garage. Let's look at the engine swaps. We got a 6.2 liter V8, so a little bit more displacement there, still in C-Class. And then we have an 8.4 liter V10. A lot more power, still in C-Class. You know, I want to drop in that V10. Just give it a little bit more headroom, but just because I want to keep with the spirit of the car, I'm going to drop in that 6.2 liter V8. Also, let's see. We're going to keep it rear-wheel drive. Again, we're going to keep with the spirit of the car. What can we do with displacement? So we do have 3 options. We have the twin turbo, we have the positive displacement supercharger, and we have the centrifugal supercharger. I don't like centrifugal supercharger. It's like the worst of both worlds. You still have to spool it like a turbo, but then you don't get as much power or direct power that you would like an actual supercharger. I'm gonna keep it, you know, with the American spirit, and drop in a supercharger. So far we have rear wheel drive, still with a V8 and a supercharger. Tires, I'm gonna go with the race compounds because I want to build a racing car. The reason I'm not doing the snow tires right now is because whenever I'm gonna go race it, I'm still gonna change it to summer because I just don't think we can get the best out of this car in the winter, at least not yet, or unless we're doing a dirt build, and I don't want to do that. Now we're gonna be increasing the power. We're sitting so far at 542, so we've already well doubled our power, but I'm gonna go with a 900 S1 build. Let's see, we might have to do some weight reduction. It might even be better to do some weight reduction now that I think about it, because it is heavy. It's still very, very heavy. How much can we reduce it by? 691 pounds. We could bring it well under 3,000 pounds, and that brings us up to 865. We still have a lot of room to put more power behind it. Okay, so we've done pretty much everything that we can with performance and handling. So far, we're looking at going from 245 horsepower at a C class and bringing this bad boy up to 892 horsepower to an S1 900 class. We've reduced the weight by almost 900 pounds, so almost half a ton. That's a lot of weight that we reduced. Our lateral G's have also gone up from 1.1 to 1.9, so it's looking really, really good thus far. All right, I'm excited. Let's see how this thing handles. Ooh, a lot of wheel slip. Everybody else is taking off while we're still slipping, but we can fix this. Just with good, careful driving, and acceleration is still so much better. This actually handles really well. For an S1 rear-wheel drive, a lot of people use all-wheel drive, including myself. Ooh, spinned out a little bit. People are crashing right in front of me. Let's keep going. And acceleration, I really, really like the acceleration with this car right now. Still speeding out a little bit, that's fine. I think this car wants to drift. I actually think this car wants to drift, but so far it's actually really nice. Let's see if we can just push through this. Ooh, a little too fast. Hit the wall right there. So, got to slow down right here. We are getting up in the front. There is another car, another IROC that's really up ahead. So far, yeah, we're doing pretty good. I'm really enjoying this car. I think, oh, everybody crashed right there. It kind of does a little jump right there, and we all just, not everybody, but a couple people crashed right there. I wasn't paying attention to that myself either. And yeah, every single hard turn, it wants to drift. So let's take it careful a little bit. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, once you actually start pushing it, it needs some traction, but we're not gonna do traction control. We're not gonna go that route. But acceleration, hopefully, it does push us up ahead. Let's take this a little bit harder. There we go. We can actually really push that corner. Let's see if we can do it with the same one right here. Come on, grip a little bit. Yeah, thank you. So far, we are in 4th place. They are leaving us behind. Maybe it's just the difficulty. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just the car. But either way, I'm really enjoying the sound of this car right now. It sounds like what I would imagine a 1990s NASCAR car to sound. And I'm really enjoying it because a lot of muscle. When you upgrade the car, it stops sounding like a muscle car, and it starts sounding kind of like it's struggling, like it's complaining, like it's whining a little bit. Looking at you, Dodge Viper, literally looking at you, Dodge Viper. When you upgrade that car to what the best it could be, the sound of that is not pleasant. Not what I think a Viper should sound like. So we are in 4th place. Not bad. I actually really like it. So we're gonna go to the other track, do a summer event, and see how it does right there. Okay, here we are with our second race. I really love this track. Hopefully we do better this time around, now that I'm getting used to the more power of this car. And oh my god, I cannot get over the sound of this car. This is honestly one of the sounds that you're just like, you want more of it. You want more and more of it. It's so sweet. We kind of cut in a little bit right there. That's not very professional, but we did do that. Let's keep pushing it. We got a show-off skill. So we drifted and passed right there. Falling a little bit behind. Let's see if we can accelerate through this. Ooh, that's a lot of fun. That's fast. That is really fast. So we're looking at almost 1,000 horsepower V8. Ooh, That is a wet dream come true right there. So let's slow down a little bit. Keep pushing, keep pushing. Ooh. Oh, this turn is gonna be something right here. A little bit of dip. Kind of reminds me of Laguna Seca, just not so exaggerated as Laguna Seca, the corkscrew. So let's keep going. We're doing a little bit better. I feel like we're doing better. We still have 3 laps, so we're nearing the end of lap 1. Let's see if we can catch up. Maybe we can get a podium. Maybe we can get our first podium. We're going so fast right now. We don't actually have one car way too up ahead, so we do have a group of cars right in front of us. Hitting the wall right there. Let's keep pushing. Let's keep pushing. It still wants to drift. It has good acceleration. So far, it has really good top speed. If we tune it down to maybe A class, it'll do a little bit better. Again, it's still kind of the fact that it's C class, it still gets me thinking. It still gets me think as to why it's so low. Maybe because it only has 245 horsepower with a V8. That's not very much. You would expect a lot more out of a V8 than only 245 horsepower, but it is the 90s. It is the 90s, and regulations kind of maybe hindered it a little bit, and it's just one of those things. It just gets me kind of thinking. I'm really surprised that it was actually that low in C class even then. So maybe if we just build it for A class, it'll be a lot better. We are staying in 6th place. I was kind of hoping we'd do a lot better. Maybe all-wheel drive, it'll be a lot better, especially with S1. But I don't want to push it. I don't want to change the character of the car. But I think if we do an A class tune for this thing, I think we will find it. We will find the sweet spot. I think we will find that sweet spot. All right, let's see how we do this time. I have hopes. I have hopes. I think A class might do a little bit more justice for this car. I think S1 might have been just a little too much. Even with the weight, I think at S1, we pretty much were going to be forced to go all-wheel drive, which I did not want to do. I don't want to go all-wheel drive. I want to keep it rear-wheel drive. So let's see how it does at A class. So far so good. A lot more control, less spinning. We still spun a little bit in the beginning, but it seems like with everything being even, hopefully, we're doing a lot better. We're still in 4th place, but we're in 4th place a lot quicker. Everybody else is a little bit more even. Let's see if we can win this one. Let's push through this one. It seems like we can pick up a lot of speed through these turns. Ooh, yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This feels good. This feels really good. A class so far for circuit? Yeah, you have me. This is a lot of fun. If you wanted to have your own NASCAR-esque race, you know, jump into this one. The custom race is up. I will be sharing that, so you can just jump into it. Only the IROC Camaro can go into that. It is summer, so you don't have to worry about rain or winter. I did do it clear skies and in the early morning. If you want to do your own NASCAR type race, you could just jump into that one. Please like it. It always makes me happy when you guys like my stuff. And so far, yeah, I'm really liking this car in A class. I think for circuit, you can really push this. I'm not going to do a bunch of other races, but I will be using this quite a bit on stream. So if you want to catch a little bit more content with this car on stream, you can follow me at twitch.tv/VecEasy, as well as join me in a few races while I'm doing streams. I usually do late night or early morning streams, usually Tuesdays and Thursdays. So if you want to join me, go ahead and join me right there. We are winning. We are winning. This is so good. This is so good. The sound of the car is still very much the same. It is a little bit more whinier, but I think that's because of the supercharger. So we are hearing the supercharger, thankfully. A lot of times it kind of gets hidden behind like whatever other engine we have because it's just super loud. But this time around, I feel like this is how I remember the car being when I first rode in my friend's IROC Camaro, and it really makes me happy because it kind of brings me back to like my teenage years. So that is it for today. What do y'all think about the new IROC-Z Camaro? I'm really liking it. I didn't like it so much in S1 class, but I think if you do it for a drag car or even a drift car, you might have quite a bit of success there. I'm yet to try it like that, but I will do that on stream, so catch me there. Let me know in the comments if you already got this car and what you personally think of it and what you've done with your IROCs. As well, don't forget to subscribe, like the video. Again, any comments, leave them down below. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves and each other, and as always, have a good one.